into it. Let's go. Yes, sir, Ski. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about today's live. I'm very excited about today's live. Period. Period. I hope y'all are ready. I'm ready. I don't think you ready, but I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. What's good, everybody? Where my people at? Where my people at? Where my people at? What's up, meow meow? What's up, meow meow? Where's my people at? What's good, everybody? I've been good. I've been good. I'm excited to chat with y'all today on the live. That's what I'm excited about. What's up, Becca? What's up, Sabriel? It's Slayers. I've been following for a while, right? Listen, y'all. I'm so excited to talk to y'all today because it's a lot going on. It's a lot of energy. And I got what you need to hear. I got what you need to hear. I promise you, I got what you need to hear. I got it. I got it. I got it. I give no fucks. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what's going to help you elevate. I'm going to tell you what's going to grow. And honestly, I'm excited for this live. I was contemplating. Let me start the I was contemplating doing this live. I was contemplating what to say, what to do, what's my next step. I was very confused. I was in my head. I was like, what can I do to feel better? I want to go here. I want to do this. And I called somebody who very wise, very smart to help me get a little bit of clarity. And I was able to talk it out with her. And she was just like, a lot of people need to hear you speak right now. I said, what you mean? She said, you know, some people don't know if they're coming or going. Shout out Auntie. And I'm like, shit, Auntie, I don't know if I'm coming or going. But I knew something was like on the edge of my brain, on the edge of my mind. And I was like, but I feel it, but like, I don't know if I'm ready. So she was just like, well, talk to me about it. I started talking to her about it. And I was just like, honestly, I was breaking down a lot of my limiting beliefs. I was breaking down a lot of my thoughts. And I was just like, you know, a lot of times what stops us from reaching our greatness is perspective. A lot of y'all, it's not what you're doing that's stopping you. It's not what you're doing. It's not, am I doing enough? Am I doing more? Am I doing this? It's not any of that. You would know the answer to that if you knew what to think, if you knew who you are. But if you don't have the right mentality or perspective, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to make the right action regardless. You're not going to make the right choice regardless because you're making the choice from a position or a version of you that's not really profitable or abundant. So what is my message for you today? Listen, it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to transition from. It's a lot. But if you're willing to listen, I'm here to tell you. Number one, the one thing that I realized too is some of y'all don't really realize how great you are or how good you are at what it is that you love to do. And because you don't know how great you are, you you tend to get in your head because you're not seeing things clearly. So let me give you an example of what I mean. Like, one thought that was going through my head was like, I don't really need to go as hard. Just follow me. I was like, I don't need to really go as hard because I'm just effortlessly good at it. And the reason why I was starting to think that was because sometimes we overcompensate for our lack of belief in ourselves, that we think, well, if we just do more, it'll create belief. And in some cases it does work. In some cases, doing more can help make up for your lack of confidence. And in some cases it don't. You know, there are some people that work very hard and are not wealthy because it is in some cases, and in some cases it's not. And the reason why is because if you don't have the right self-identity, if you don't have the right self-belief, nothing you do fucking matters. Because it's all gonna go to waste. Because you don't even believe that it's gonna go where you need it to go. Thank you, Ricky. You don't even have the belief. You don't have the belief. And if you don't have the belief, if you don't have the belief in it, you're not gonna have the actions or the things that you want in it. So for a moment, and this is, follow me, this is me processing the thought, so follow me. So I started thinking, you know what? I don't need to go as hard. And I was like, I don't need to go as hard because I built my foundation. I went through the struggle. Like, I've struggled. Like, I don't need to struggle anymore, right? I don't need to struggle to be great. I don't need to struggle to feel like I know I deserve it. Or I don't need to feel like I need to deserve it. Does that make sense? Like, I already feel deserving. And that's like your worthiness. So my worthiness had got to that level. And I was like, you know, because it's like, why is it that when I'm doing less, I'm making more? Why is it? Now I'm confused. Now I'm like, should I not do as much? But then as I continue to talk it out and I continue to develop it and develop that thought and sit with that thought, the next thought that started to come is, well, why were you going that hard? You know, it's not wrong to go hard, but again, perspective. Why were you going that hard? Because when you're great, you're greater than everybody else, but you're still going harder than everybody else. But why? The reason why is because you're not going hard. You're not going hard to prove yourself. You're going hard to maintain, but you're going hard to see what's possible. At that point, competition doesn't really exist. What's up, Tony? Tony, listen to this, because I'm talking about going hard. You hear me? Like, I'm not even talking for the live anymore. I'm like talking for like the recorded, like I'm recording this essence and this fucking wisdom right here. So I realized that, like, you know, I think at some point I was trying to go hard because I was trying to overcompensate for my lack of confidence. And sometimes we can think, well, if I'm not confident, I just need to work harder and I'll become confident. But that's not how it works. Confidence is an internal thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, confidence is the reason why you do it. So now continuing and going on, I started to realize, well, no, I'm not going hard because I'm trying to prove that I'm good. I'm not trying to go hard to prove that I'm worth it. I'm going hard because I know I'm great and I want to see how greater I can be. I just want to see, like, and I feel like that's where the curiosity of like a kid comes from. You know? Like, that's where the curiosity of a kid. So I was battling in my head. Do I go hard? Do I not? Do I push through? Do I don't? Do I just go? Do I just be effortless? Do I just go with the flow? And then something in my spirit was like, nah, like, you got, let me find it. Because it was something specific that spirit said. Something was just like, no, like, you gotta just see. You gotta really just see what you capable of, like, just for the fuck of it. Because it's like, some of y'all are, at least in my case, I was just like, nobody could touch me and like what I do. Like, I just know I'm great at what I do. But sometimes it takes us time for us to really get to that point, for us to know that we're good at what we do. But sometimes when we're not seeing results like how we want to, we question ourselves. And this is why it's important for you to know exactly who you are at the core, so you can know when you like being nonchalant, when you're not going as hard, when you are going hard. Like, some of y'all, you go hard and you just can't cross the line. So then that means you got more work to do. Me, I feel like I go hard and I don't even need to go that hard. You get me? But at the same time, in my mind, I'm just wired like this. I can't go no. And here's the thing. Me going hard before is what created this effortlessness now. Do you understand? That's the connection. But that don't mean just because shit start getting effortless, that don't mean you grow nonchalant. You gotta put your foot, and this is where I'm at. You gotta put your foot on their throat. Child, I tried to go look at somebody for competition, right? Like, just like, I'm a Scorpio, right? So I just had to, like, I was just trying to find something to get me going, like, to get my, like, you feel me? So I go and looked at somebody who I just use as, like, mental competition to try to, like, elevate myself. Like, I don't really think they competition, but I just try to use it, right? And I looked at the motherfucking shit, and I was like, you just, I got mad at the person, because I was like, you just pissed me off. Like, you couldn't even do it for me. Like, how am I still doing better than you, and I'm not even trying? Like, I gave you some time to catch up, and so it just pissed me off that I couldn't get that edge like I wanted to. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a cat. I'm the same Chinese sign as Michael Jordan, and I'm a Scorpio. So y'all gotta understand, I'm the type of person where I gotta create little mental games, and I gotta do things to get myself to tick. I'm an athlete, you know, so I like to create chips on my shoulder so I could perform. And boy, I was so mad when I tried to go put a chip on my shoulder, and I just realized, like, damn, like, you're not even good enough. You're not even good enough for me to, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So what does that mean? Let me bring it back to a positive, because I don't need you thinking I'm toxic, because I'm not. But let me tell you. So what does that mean? That mean that greatness wasn't going to come from the idea of me wanting to prove myself. That greatness was going to come from the idea of I just want to. Just because. Just because. Y'all niggas got to stop waiting for a reason to be great. Y'all got to stop. And me as a Scorpio, I love, like, I be needing people to piss me off. I be needing people to try me. I be needing all this shit for me to lock in. And I was like, yo, like, you don't need that, gang. Gang, you don't need that. It's okay for you to do it just because. Quite frankly, it's going to make you harder. Because, oh, you just locked in just because. Not because you fat. Not because you broke. Not because you, like, you just locked in because you was winning even more. Like, what, gang? Do you know what that do for you? Like, y'all got to stop waiting for life to get. That's what I said. I was like, you know what? Let me stop. Life is so easy to me right now that I got to stop waiting for life to get hard for me to, like, sit up. Like, nah, nigga, just sit up now. Just sit up now, bro. So I was like, you know what? Like, I just got free will, so I'm going to just be great just cause. Just because. I don't need you to break up with me. I don't need you to break my heart. I don't need you to call me out my name. Quite frankly, I feel like I'm dangerous even more because, damn, the bitch didn't even need nothing. Like, she just got it off the strength of her own mind. Like, just one comment. You know how dangerous you are when you can get yourself on fire off of a conversation with yourself, gang? Like, real talk. Real talk. And the thing about it is today is a very indecisive day. And I'm going to walk y'all through what I've been feeling lately because, shit, maybe y'all been feeling what I've been feeling because I thought it was just me, but maybe y'all feeling what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. I was feeling very indecisive. I was feeling like there was a pause. I was feeling like I was stuck. I was feeling like not stuck, like, oh, I'm fucked. Not fucked. But like just like stuck. Like I felt like I had to wait for something. But then I was like, gang, this don't feel right. I can't just sit here. Like I'm a Scorpio. I got Aries moon. I got North Node Leo. I'm straight fire. Gang, I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Like, I gotta make this, what that boy Lil Baby said, I gotta make this bitch go. You feel me? Now, the reason why I'm talking to you like this, our full moon was just in an Aries moon too, and October is a very aggressive month. So I'm realizing, like, you know what? I'ma stop waiting for life. I'ma stop waiting for shit to confirm shit. I'ma stop waiting for life to tell me. I'ma stop that shit. I'ma stop that shit. I'ma stop that shit. You feel me? Let me show y'all what I wrote down. So, Who were you? Who were you before the world convinced you to change? Who were you before the world convinced you to change? Who were you? I asked myself this. I was like, man, me? I was a go-getting motherfucker. I was like, I'm going here. I'm doing this. I'm going here. Like, I don't care. I'm not waiting for nothing or nobody, or I'm not waiting for life. I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm not waiting. I'm making that shit happen. You know? And this is what I wrote. I said, this is it. I'm looking to be the best just to be the best. I'm looking to dominate just because I can. I dominate, I go further just because I can. This is my decision. I'm making it today from this point on. From this point on, I make it happen. And they wonder how I keep going. Gang, when your motivation is not something physical, but it's something spiritual, energetic, you know how far you go? You know how far you go? When your why is not something physical like money. Because guess what? Once you get money, gang, let me tell you something. It's so easy. It's so easy to be like, I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm chilling. Like, everything paid for. I'm good. That's why you can't make money to gold. Thank you, Keita, for the give. Thank you, Pretty Ricky, for the give. You can't make money to gold because once money to gold, you're not gonna want to do nothing because you got it. And the thing about it is that money comes so easily. You'll be surprised. Money comes so easily once you first lock in. So that's why you have to make the goal something so grand that shit, it probably take your whole life for you to achieve it. Because once you start achieving certain goals, you start getting comfortable. You see, I want you to understand that word right there. That's not a good word. Comfortable is not a good word. You want to know why? If you are looking to be great, comfortable should be something you run far the fuck away from. Because when comfort has you, that's where you stay. It's very hard to get out of comfort because you associate that pleasure feeling and comfort as if it's something good. The only time you should be comfortable is when you get in a massage and when you're going to sleep. You see, I'm gonna declare something for you today. I'm gonna declare something for you today. My declaration for you today is that you don't stop. Like, I need motherfuckers to look at you and be like, bro, how do you just keep going? Like, how do you, like, you just don't stop? Like, don't stop. They keep going. Like, how do you just don't stop? Like, what's your secret? Is you using smelling salts or some shit? How are you this locked in? Using every moment of the day. Overachiever. Because I can. You know? Like, I want you to do what people wish that they could do in a lifetime in months. In months. And what I mean by that is learning a language in months. Losing pounds in months. You need to be the person that when motherfuckers want to know if it's possible, they look to you. And you know what makes it worse? The fact that when people say, well, what's your drive? Just because I can. That just rattled my own fucking brain. You know how cold? You know how cold that is? Like, what made you, like, did you see yourself winning 8 Grammys, 6 Grammys? Did you see yourself winning an Oscar, an Emmy? Yeah, I mean, I went for it because I knew I could. Like, you know, this was just something that I wanted to do. Like, it was just because I knew I could. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, there's a level of, like, savage. There's a level of savage. And I feel like you got to put all that careful shit to the side because that shit don't exist in that lifestyle and that lifeline and that timeline of you. It don't exist. Do you feel me? Like, I think for me realizing how great I am made me want to go harder. You know when you sexy, right? Like, just think about it. You sexy, right? You sexy. Like, you already like you, right? You. Just because other people ain't as sexy as you doesn't mean that you still shouldn't try to get sexier. Just because you naturally sexy and you already got abs and you already just naturally talented doesn't mean that you shouldn't go even harder. If they thought they didn't have a chance before, they should think that maybe next lifetime. Your presence need to tell a motherfucker maybe next lifetime. Like your presence, your discipline should tell a motherfucker, I'm not like they just can't keep up. Like just because you overlap them don't mean you slow down. You get what I'm saying? Like if they thought they had no hope before, they should feel like, let me say it one more time. If they felt like they had no hope before, they should, when they look at you, they should feel like they have no life, no chance. You feel me? Like, damn. Like, for example, I like this, right? This Kai Cenat. Check this out, right? So, niggas like Niggas like Deshae Frost and niggas like Ben the Don. When Kai Cenat was live for his Mafia-thon, everybody was like, okay, we get it. That's how niggas gotta talk about you. Niggas have to be like, okay, we get it. That's how I'm going. I already know niggas are like, damn, bro, you lit, like you fire. I already know that. I'm going for the, okay, save some for us. No, there is no mercy. I have no mercy. You need to stop having mercy. I was talking to one of my homies today, and she was talking about something like, I be feeling bad for raising my price. Fuck that. I got no mercy. I feel bad for this. I feel bad for. And my question is, do them people feel bad when they get you for a cheaper price? Do them people feel bad when they get you for discount? Do them people feel bad when they getting you for cheap, but then they demanding more? Do they feel bad? So why are you feeling bad for wanting what will make you feel comfortable to do what you need to do? You feel me? So my thing is just like, yo, stop, go hard. Go as hard as you can. Just because you can. Because you're living a life, you're playing a game, you might as well. You got a Ferrari and you ain't gonna push that bitch? You talking about speed limits? You talk about speed limits in a Ferrari? Let me say that one more time. You talking about speed limits in a Ferrari? That don't even make no sense. If you gonna have a Ferrari, you might as well rev that bitch up. You might as well hit 100 on that bitch. What are you talking about? Why are you so afraid to pop your shit? Why are you so afraid to win? Why are you so afraid? Why are you afraid? You know why you afraid? You afraid of being a winner. You're afraid. Hey, this motherfucker right here is afraid to win. You're afraid of what comes with it. The discipline, the pain, the uncomfort, the being hated on. You're afraid of your own potential. Poor thing. You're afraid of something that makes you powerful. You got to stop being afraid of your own gifts. You got to stop being afraid of your own power. You got to stop being afraid of that shit. You got to be. You got to stop. You got to stop. Like some of y'all got some shit in the tuck that you don't want to pull out because you feel like it's not fair. Hello, life's not fair. So why the fuck are you playing fair? Why are you playing fair if life's not fair? That's all I'm saying. So no, you're not in limbo. I thought I was in limbo. No, bitch, you're not in limbo. You're just not choosing to be her. You're just not choosing to be him. And every day you don't choose, you're going to feel it. Like, I could be doing more. I could could be. And you gonna look at people who wish they could do half of what you do, and they get all this praise. They get all this praise, and you just like, I do that when I'm not even going as hard. So my thing is, you got to stop waiting for somebody else to push the envelope and set the standard, and you have to be the one to set the standard. You got to chase those goals just because. What the fuck else you finna do? What else are you gonna do? Like, I love relaxing. Don't get me wrong. I love relaxing. I love bed rotting sometimes. But it just don't give me the same oomph as crushing a goal. It don't give me the same oomph as like doing some shit that motherfuckers was like, oh my God, like it just don't give me. So my thing is, I'ma choose my, I'ma choose. But some of y'all are hesitating. You're like, you don't want to fail. You don't want to. But my thing is, people are gonna outwork you because they're not afraid of failing. I'm not afraid of looking stupid. I'm not afraid of just going out there and doing it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. You can't be afraid. You got to just get out there. Because guess what? When you get the hang of it, niggas are going to be like, damn, how'd she do that? So you got to stop being afraid. Like, I told my friend today, I was like, Mia, I made a decision. She's like, okay, what's the decision? I said, I decided I was going to lock in. She was like, okay, so like, what does that mean or whatever? And let me tell you what that means. That means I'm not playing anymore. That means you're not playing anymore. That means that I'm not going to the gym because I'm fat and I'm trying to lose weight. No, I'm going to the gym because I'm in shape and I want to step on their neck. Like, y'all got to stop getting comfortable when you start winning or start leading. Or that's not the time for you to relax and say, oh, I don't got to go as hard. No. You see, some of y'all, because you work a job that you don't like to do, not a job that you love to do, because some of y'all work a job that you don't like to do or you don't have a goal outside of that job, what happens is that you learn to do as little as possible to get as much as possible. So on that clock, you trying to waste as much time to get the most amount of money on your check. And what happens is that skill starts to transfer over to the shit that you need to be doing for yourself, and that don't benefit you. Or you have at your job, you have no incentive to go hard. You have no incentive. So when you try to go hard on yourself or on just what you want to do, you're not really seeing the incentive as much. Or you don't feel incentivized because it's not something that you can directly see because you're comfortable. You have something that comes every this, every that, every this. And sometimes when you don't have a certain incentive, it can make you not want to do it at all because it's uncertain. It can have a big payout, but all because it's uncertain if you are getting it, you will literally not do it. Delayed gratification, exactly. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say, even when you have a job, you should have a goal in mind that you're using this job to do. That's what keeps you on fire. That's what keeps you performing. You feel me? But some of y'all, you don't have a goal. You don't have like, okay, I'm going to use this job to fund this clothing line. And like that alone is enough to wake you up. Like, oh yeah, like I'm going to design before I go to work. I'm going to design after I go to work. Like, you're not going as hard. You're not going as hard. And you're talented. It don't even take you much. You feel me? What takes somebody 12 hours takes you 6. You're not even going as hard. The hard part is showing up. The hard part is staying consistent. The hard part is a lot of mental shit. The hard part is mental. But until you change that perspective and until you really see like everything is mental. I look back at my younger self and I was like, damn, like why was I going that hard? Like as a kid, because I just could, because I just loved it. I just loved it. So you gotta love the game enough to just want to devour, to just want to dominate. Like, I just respect this game and I love this game so much that for my respect, I gotta become the best at it. You get what I'm saying? So somebody saying, I'm aligned, I'm this, I'm that, this live is on point. Of course it was gonna be. Of course. You know? Because I'm doing the work to stay centered, to listen. But now imagine this. Y'all about to get so much shit from me. Y'all about to get so many videos. Y'all about to get so much content. Because guess what? I need you, every time you see my name, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, I need you to go work on it. So if you see my name and you know you're supposed to be working out, give me 10. If you see this video, you know you're trying to get fit, give me 10 push-ups right now. Because you can. Because you can. Everything is about a perspective shift. Sometimes when you have the right perspective shift, the very wall that you feel like was blocking the path turns into a door. All because you looked at things differently. Don't that seem like some Matrix shit? You looking at it like this, it don't make sense. But then you turn around and then it makes sense. That's some Matrix shit. That's some mental shit. That's all perspective shit. That's all perspective. That's all it is. Some of y'all, it's not that you're not good enough, sweetie. I promise you, it's not that you're not good enough. It's that you don't have the right perspective. Oh, this is vertical? Is this vertical? That's why my shit not reaching where I need to. Because this shit wide. That's why this shit look like this. Man, I like this. Man, I like this. I like when my TikToks be like this. But whatever. You know, so honestly, y'all, let me tell you something. I feel bad, and you should feel bad of anybody that was in competition with you. You should feel bad for anybody that has been trying to keep up with you. I'm about to take all their motivation away. Anybody that was trying to keep up, anybody that was trying to compete, I'm about to take all their motivation away just because I can. Just because I can. Just do it just because you can. Stop letting people think that they can. You can't. You can't. I don't give a fuck. Look, the spiritual community, they could get mad at me for this level of confidence, this level of competition, this level, but y'all gotta start realizing that anything that is overly just light is not realistic. It's not. It's not. And that's why I love Scorpio season. That's why I love this energy right here. Because all of the fakeness, all of the lies are being exposed this year. What's real will prosper. The rawness will prosper. What's authentic will prosper. And what's authentic isn't always pretty. What's authentic is not always pretty. What's the kindest is not always the nicest. You feel me? So my thing is I just had to realize that, like, I don't give no fucks. That's why I'm wearing a shirt that says, I don't care. I don't care. You shouldn't care. What anybody has to think. You're on a journey. You're on a mission. You are on a mission. You are on a journey. You are locked the fuck in. And there's no more excuses. No more opinions. Nobody else getting in your way. You make your routine solely independent and based off of you. Do not allow your routine to become based off of somebody else. Why are you waking up at 5 a.m.? Because you're not. Because you're not. Because I can. And because you won't. You get what I'm saying? Y'all heard what I just said? That should have just fired you up right there. Why are you waking up at 5 a.m.? Because you won't. Because you can't. Because I will. Because I can. Because I did. I just took that motherfucker's soul. There's no way greatness won't find you thinking like that. When you start thinking like that, you're thinking like the mindset of a winner. And you know what happens? Everybody around you is forced to get sharp. Everybody around, like, in my opinion, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a sore winner. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm using me as an example. Don't get jealous. I'm telling you this because this is you. Think about, when I say me, think about you, all right? I am such a winner. Say this to yourself. I am such a winner. People started to get envious, and I started to feel bad for winning, right? Right? I am such a sore winner that I didn't understand why people would dislike me when I would win. Winning is my personality. Winning is a habit. Winning is inevitable for me. So I purposely made myself lose to be accepted. And that's what some of y'all did. Some of y'all purposely sabotaged yourself subconsciously because you didn't want to feel left out. You didn't want to feel isolated when you win. That happened to me, y'all. I would win so much. I would win so much that it would isolate me. And I'm the youngest, so you know what I mean by that. I'm the youngest of my family. I would win so much that I would self-sabotage myself to lose so I didn't have to be isolated. Because when you win, there's only one. There's only one winner. And when you're that one winner, guess what happens? You be thinking you being celebrated. Nah, them niggas is mad they lost. They're mad they lost. As they should. So you gotta learn how to feel that winning feeling by yourself. Because a lot of times you gonna get wins that nobody even know about. A lot of times you gonna get wins that people don't even give you credit for. A lot of times you gonna win so much that people don't even consider it winning no more. They just consider it you. That's what happened to me. I started winning so much, motherfuckers didn't even tell me congratulations no more. It's just like, yeah, I thought you were already. Like, huh? You know? So y'all gotta be able to accept the personality in the life of a winner for real. You know? Like, for example, I started realizing, I was like, damn, you know? I don't feel like the people around me really understand me, but I feel like my supporters understand me. Whoop-de-doo. Sounds like a winner to me. Whoop-de-doo. You see, some of y'all be trying to find reasons to be a victim in your life. Instead of finding a reason to understand why what's going on in your life is a side effect of winning. It's a side effect of positivity. It's a side effect of growth. Ori, nobody understands you, so you just go and talk to your 500,000 followers and your 100,000. You know, there's people that don't have any followers, no support system. They have nothing and they can't talk. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get you to realize is that, like, learn how to win internally by yourself. Like, you don't need nobody to congratulate you. You feel me? You don't need anybody to congratulate you because remember, you did it for yourself, not for anybody else. You didn't do it to prove anybody wrong. So that way you don't need anybody for that satisfaction that you're looking for. You think anybody know about when I have these little chips on my shoulders and these little challenges? Nobody knows about that. Excuse me. Nobody knows about those challenges. And I congratulate myself. I feel the winning feeling. All I'm trying to tell you is that the more you win, you may not have more people congratulate you. You may feel more alone that you're winning, but you wasn't doing it to feel one with motherfuckers. You wasn't winning. And again, this may sound like, just understand the savage, like I gotta talk like this because this is my raw self, my true self. But you wasn't winning to be one with motherfuckers. You weren't winning to be number one. Remember, you cannot spell alone without one. So to be the one is to be alone sometimes. But you got to understand that when you decide to win, you got to do that shit for internally, something internal. Or else when you don't get physically what it is that you were looking for, that shit That shit fuck with you. So don't try to be successful for your mom's approval, for your dad's approval. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do it because you can. Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. You feel me? Do it because you can. Me personally, like, this is how I feel about it. I think there's nothing wrong with being a sore winner. I encourage you. This live right here is permission for you to be a sore fucking winner. For you to win so much that it make people at you. That it make people hate you. That it make people wish they were you. I give you permission to win so much that you don't even feel guilty. Don't feel guilty no more. See, some of y'all feel guilty for winning. But they don't feel guilty when you lose. Okay? I'm trying to understand. Like, why do you, like, don't be afraid to let your savage out. Don't be afraid to let who you are. You think a lion apologizes for hunting? It's in its nature. In my nature, I win. Why would I apologize for my nature? Why are you apologizing for your nature? You like money. You like nice things. That is perfectly fine. You would be colder if you would just embrace that. It makes you look bad when you hide it. I love nice things. I'm sorry. Like, I called one of my friends today, and I was talking to her, and I was like, yeah, my dog, she gets her teeth brushed or whatever, and she was like, you bougie. And is, baby. And is. I'm glad you picked up on that. And guess what? It's not when people say things to you like that, or it don't become a negative thing. You just like, you know, if somebody wants to be like, oh, you materialistic. And is, baby. And is. Because I'm manifesting. You feel me? Like, y'all be afraid to be y'all. Y'all gotta understand those things that people say, they try to weaponize it to control you. When somebody say you materialistic, what they saying is you going too hard. You're going too hard. That's what they're saying. Let me say that one more time. When somebody say you materialistic, this is what they're saying. You're going too hard. You're getting too much. I'm overwhelmed looking at you spend. She got anxiety watching you spin right now. They got anxiety watching you spin right now. That's why they saying ease up. Ease up. Ease up. But you don't ease up. Don't ease up because they can't keep up. Don't ease up because they can't keep up. Come on. I'm eating that shit. Don't ease up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't ease up. And when I say materialistic, I mean, like, you know how some people be upset at you because you think about money a lot, or you think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't like when people do that. I don't like when people do that. Because why is you acting like this thing that I'm not head hunting for can't get me a whole fucking pit house or yacht in Bali? Like, why is you acting like this thing that I'm like going crazy about or obsessing over can't change our lives? Why are you acting like this thing that I'm going after can't fucking have my cheeks hurting out of happiness and excitement? Like, why are we acting like that? Why you acting like this thing can't don't ease up because they can't keep up? You feel me? You feel me? I knew it was over for my ops. I knew it was over for the ops when I was trying to use them as fuel. And I just looked at them and I was just like, this is pathetic. Like, how am I eating you up right now when I'm not even trying? Like, I'm trying to give myself a reason to sit up and try, and you just made it worse. Somebody said, I sense a lower level of consciousness in here. Then why are you in here? What does that mean then? Since you higher consciousness, since you higher consciousness, and you understand like attracts like, what does that mean that you're in here? What does that mean? What does that mean? Think about it. Think about it. What does that mean? Something here is attracting you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Like, remember when I said at the beginning of the live that this is why I don't fuck with the spiritual community sometimes, because they don't know how to see the little bits of darkness within the light. You know why we're talking in this quote unquote lower level of consciousness? Because some of y'all are at odds with your own inner savage, your own inner beast. And a lot of times your own inner shadow, your own inner lower frequencies. Remember when I just said when people think you're afraid to be material, like some of y'all don't even realize you shame yourself. So I had to elevate the consciousness on him because he don't know who the fuck he talking to. Some of y'all don't even understand that the things that you want in life, like the materials, like a good time, like you want to go party, you want to go have a good time. A lot of these things that you're feeling, you don't allow yourself to express those things because you've shamed yourself. You've told yourself, no, that's lower vibration, that's evil. Some of y'all don't even allow yourselves to enjoy rap music. And I'm not saying that this is something that needs to be overly consumed. But a true person that has a level of enlightenment understands balance. Understands balance. You can't say you want to be the light, but you don't want to be a part of the darkness. You have to understand that light is nothing without darkness. Darkness is nothing without light. Darkness gives light a purpose. And this is what I realized. We go in life. Somebody said you're a level 5 pretending to be a level 9. And you're a level what? I don't even know you. You're on my page. I love this. I love this. Because this is psychological proof. You're on my page watching me. Soaking it up. Replying. Feeding. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You get what I'm saying? And I think that this is amazing because I feel like a lot of people, they fail to realize that in order for you to have true unity with yourself, you have to stop shaming parts of yourself. You know, there's some people that want attention, right? And if you shame yourself for wanting attention, you never get to the actual understanding of why do you want attention. I want attention because as a kid, I didn't get it here. You can't even unpack it if you're shaming it. You can't even understand the attraction to it if you're shaming it. And that's why I say darkness is not something to be banished. It's not something to be shamed. It's not something to look down upon. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, bro, the minute you start talking about your wins, you start attracting haters because confidence is at a different frequency. And you have to understand that once you start crossing that threshold of a certain frequency that you're vibrating at, you're going to start having people attack you because everything is a mirror. Exactly. So instead of certain people seeing the greatness within you, and if he thinks I'm a low level consciousness, then that you have to understand it's his perception. Your perception has nothing to do with me. The mirror itself, you cannot be mad at the item of the mirror itself. The mirror is just doing what it's supposed to do, which is reflect. It's how you take the reflection. But the mirror doesn't lie. The mirror is actually subjective. So if you think that this live is low vibrational, you're neither right or wrong. You just are whatever you think this is. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. You know? So that's why I tell y'all, like, haters don't bother me. Haters don't bother me. Trolls don't bother me. People who don't like you, they shouldn't bother you. Like, you have to understand, they in this law of the matrix, they have to exist. And once and look, once you understand that, just leave them at that. All you do is exist. You're just an extra. You're just an extra. You get what I'm saying? You're just an extra. Somebody say you're not in the right frequency if you're worried about lower. Exactly. I don't have no. I have no clue about what's going on around me. That's low vibrational. I don't have no clue. Somebody tried to come to me and was like, "Yo, you see about Trump? You see about this? You see about this? You see about that?" And like, yes, sometimes I'm pretty educated on certain senses, but the way that he was viewing it, I didn't care to know about it in his way. You want to know why? Because your perspective, you're not trying to feed me what's happened. You're trying to feed me your perspective on it. It's a pendulum. You're trying to feed me the pendulum that you're stuck in. The thing right now that's sucking everybody's emotional energy, sucking everybody's attention. Man, people are broke right now. This is something he was saying. People are broke right now. Who's people? Who's people? Oh, no. Not me and my people. I don't condone that. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, brethren. You feel me? Second thing, people don't have it. We're in a bad economy. Who is we? Who is we? You feel me? Because in my mentality, like, I don't entertain no unfavorable outcomes, because guess what? While there was a market crash, some people made a lot of fucking money. So don't tell me that this is a bad economy. This may be a bad economy for the NPCs. This may be a bad economy for the people that are followers, that don't have their own mindset, that are not free. But don't tell me about what's going on from your. Don't give no fucks, because that's not me. I'm not dealing with that. That's not my world. I rebuke. Everybody broke. I don't know. Who's your everybody? You in a whole different world. Keep that shit over there. I don't want no parts of that. And it works, quite frank. Because guess what? Other people's fear is not your fear. Other people's fear is not my fear. You know? Whole different world. I'm in a whole different world. I'm in a world right now where everybody like, man, Q4 coming in. We getting richer this year. We getting rich. Like, you know, so it's just two different conversations. And in those two different conversations, you get in them by choice, by what you accept to be true in your reality. What do you say to be true in your reality? And for me, lack is not true in mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, lack doesn't exist in mine. I haven't caught your lives in a very long time. Well, baby, you don't have nothing to worry about now, because guess what? We're about to go hard. We're about to go hard. Y'all heard me? I'm probably behind, but I'm weak as fuck. Who is we? No, for real. Who is we? What's up, Juju? Even if I don't have it, I still have it. Money flows to me whenever. No. See, that don't make no sense. Even if I don't have it, that don't make no sense. You have it or you don't. You shouldn't have even said, even if I don't. Basically, when you said, even if I don't, that basically means, even though I think in lack, I'm still abundant. No. I'm abundant, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to give yourself an exception. You're trying to give yourself an exception, even if I don't. So even though life sometimes put me in predicaments, I'm still abundant. Even though life puts you in that predicament because you thought that there's a chance that you could be in that predicament. That's what I'm saying. You know? So when I tell you we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard. Like, you feel me? Also, another thing, I am looking to mentor a couple of more people. I'm looking to lock in with a couple of more people. So, if you are looking to elevate, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but if you want to, if you know, just DM me. And honestly, I think this live today was for the person who was looking for that reason to cross the line. This live is for that person who's looking for the reason to like completely rip the mask off and just be who they know themselves to be. A fucking fire, a fucking light, a fucking firecracker. I'm fire. And I feel like for me personally too, I'm tired of sitting on it and I just want to be fired just because. Just because. That's my reason. Just because I can. Just because. Because I can. Because I can. Why do you want to be great? Because I can. That's it. Like, just because I can. You feel me? So, I love you guys. Just be ready. I got a project coming out on the 23rd. So, y'all be ready. We got new music coming. We got new music coming. New streams. New lives. Guys, make sure you guys are locked the fuck in. Because it's about to be a ride. And I'm going to tell you right now. Catch up, baby. Catch up. Catch up. Catch up. I'm about to overlap